talk about the Dolce & Gabbana boycott. Domenico Dolce and Stefano Gabbana set up their label Dolce & Gabbana in 1982. In a recent interview with Italian magazine Panorama, they stated their opinion that IVF babies were synthetic. This offended many, including public figures such as Elton John, who retaliated, and LGBT organisations and human rights activists who called for a boycott. There have now been protests outside their stores which have gone as international as Hong Kong, and hashtag Dolce & Gabbana has been trending wildly. In a petition, there has been over 10,000 signatures to stop their line being sold in stores such as Debenhams.
Hi everyone, I've been watching the Liberal Democrat Party conference from Aberdeen this week ahead of the general election. In just over a month's time, we heard from the likes of Nick Clegg, Alistair Carmichael and Willie Rennie. They were trying to put a brave face on polling data which suggests they are going to suffer serious losses in the general election to the SNP, and their former leader, Alex Salmond, was out signing books all over Scotland. His new book is out. He was doing signing in Glasgow, Aberdeen and Edinburgh, which were very well attended. He hopes to be one of the main beneficiaries of the Liberal Democrat plight and the SNP resurgence in the general election.
One thing that's interested me this past week is that the NFL are hosting a combine for veterans. That's something that's not been done before. A combine is normally for college athletes trying to impress before they go into the NFL, trying to increase their strength, speed, all those tangibles to make them a better prospect. With the veterans, it's one last shot for them to try and prove that they can still play and that they can, deserve a place on an NFL roster. This will be interesting. One person so far has signed a contract, but there's over 30 to 50 athletes who were at the combine, so it'll be interesting keeping an eye on that to see if anyone does make a roster for the pre-season starting in August.
Hi there. This week I'd like to share an article by Miguel Sicart from the City Metric website, a subsidiary of the New Statesman, entitled "Our Cities Should Be Machines for Play," which deals and picks up ideas by the famous modernist architect Le Corbusier, who famously said that cities should be, homes should be machines for efficient living. The article goes on to talk about the way that urban planning and urban spaces could be transformed in an ordered, rational way to be centres for leisure, and makes quite a lot of truck about the distinction between the wealthy and the not so wealthy in city spaces in Britain. This is of particular interest to me actually, because I'm currently working on an investigation about the Denniston high-rises that are scheduled for demolition this year, of course, which are two of the most famous brutalist and such modernist structures in Britain, and especially in Scotland. Thank you.
Okay, so two bits of news that caught my eye this week. Firstly, from Costa Rica, the country announced that it had been running for the first 75 days of this year on purely clean, renewable energy, predominantly powered by the heavy rainfall they've been having. Secondly, a bit closer to home, the RBS Six Nations Championships culminated in victory for not just the Irish men's team, but also the Irish women's team, and a fantastic weekend for Irish sport.